LifeLock.com. Remember, enter my name, Rush. That's when the magic happens.
It's time for you to test drive the affordable, fuel-efficient Ford Fusion from Sisk Family Ford in Forest City. Family-owned Sisk Ford can put you into the car you want with a payment plan you can appreciate. If it's a truck you want, get the Ford truck that's breaking records in sales. Ask about why the sales department is being bragged on with each and every sale that they make. They love your business at Sisk Family Ford, and it shows. New and used automobiles and an award-winning service department makes Sisk Family Ford the choice for so many. Step up to Ford today. Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
You know, your vision is very important to you. So who do you trust your vision to? Dr. Troy Tevis, that's who. He's the owner-operator of Tri-City Optometric Eye Care in Rutherfordton, and he has been voted Best in Rutherford County 3 years in a row. Dr. Tevis takes time to understand his patients' needs and concerns. Tri-City Optometric Eye Care offers full-service eye exams, contact lenses, emergency eye treatment, quality, affordable eyewear, and hundreds of fashionable frames. The friendly office staff will be glad to follow your visit with Medicare, Medicaid, Blue Cross, United Healthcare, March Vision, iMed, just to name a few. Dr. Tevis is accepting new patients. Just call 828-288-8662 for an appointment. Tri-City Optometric Eye Care is located at 337 North Main Street in Rutherfordton, and Dr. Tevis also has an office in Tryon at 486 South Trade Street. Your vision is important to you, so who you trust it to should be just as important. Tri-City Optometric Care in Rutherfordton.
N.H. Clanton, better known as Old Man Clanton, was the leader of a band of outlaws that at one time numbered as many as 300 men. They operated in southeast Arizona. They were known to rustle Mexican cattle and rob a bullion train now and then. In 1881, a group of the Klan, headed by the Old Man, robbed a bullion train in Guadalupe Canyon, killing 19 Mexicans in the process. A few weeks later, the Old Man and 5 gang members were in turn ambushed and killed by friends of the murdered Mexicans. With Old Man Clanton dead, one of his sons, Joseph Isaac Clanton, took over the business. Ike Clanton, as he was known around Tombstone, just didn't have the grit. And although the gang was still known as the Clantons, the actual leader became Curly Bill Brocious. But Ike was still around. He was like that fly that keeps landing on your face when you're trying to catch a nap. With a feud between the Clantons and the Earps developing, Ike Clanton seemed to always be talking tough but stopping just short of an actual fight. True to his nature, when it came time for the big shootout, Ike refused to fight. And even though Wyatt fired at him several times, Ike escaped with only a slight neck wound. Later, Ike supposedly masterminded the ambushes of Virgil and Morgan Earp. After the Earp bunch left Tombstone, Ike settled in northeast Arizona, where he continued his cattle rustling. But what Wyatt and Doc couldn't do, a couple of novice deputies were able to accomplish. And on June 1, 1877, while being arrested, Ike Clanton finally pulled his gun and was shot dead. You've just heard another story from Chronicle of the Old West. I'm Dakota Livesay.
16 minutes past 7 o'clock at AM 59. Being kind today to Jennifer Bradley. Jennifer lives in Gilkey. So if you know Jennifer, make sure you wish her a very, very happy birthday. It's time to start the call-around portion of the morning report here on AM 59. And we always start on Tuesdays and Thursdays with the Sheriff. And good morning, Sheriff.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing very good, thank you.
What have you have to report this morning?
In the last 24 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office has responded to 194 calls for service. There have been 11 arrests processed at the county jail. Currently incarcerated, we have 181. Among those arrests, Eric Lee Shiflett, 29-year-old white male in Forest City, was charged with communicating threats and false imprisonment, received a $1,000 secure bond. Roberto Alejandro Lopez, 26-year-old white male of Charlotte, was charged with failure to appear, and possession of Schedule 6 received a $5,000 secure bond. Robert Wayne Kimbach, 78-year-old white male of Rutland, was charged with assault on a female, resist, obstruct, delay, and malicious conduct by a prisoner, received a $6,000 secure bond. John Lee Dawkins, 59-year-old white male of Columbia, South Carolina, was charged with injury to personal property, received a written promise to appear. Darrell Andre Mays, a 33-year-old white male of Mooresboro, was charged with injury to real property and received a written promise to appear. Joseph Michael Rozelle, 31-year-old white male of Lake Lure, was charged with communicating threats and received a written promise to appear. Gina Hamrick Alexander, 42-year-old white female of Ellenboro, was charged with assault and battery, received a $1,500 secure bond. Joshua Matthew McCombs, 30-year-old white male of Union Mills, was charged with unauthorized use, misdemeanor larceny, communicating threats, and injury to personal property, received a $1,000 unsecured bond. Gary Robbins, 53-year-old white male of Forest City, was charged with failure to appear and received a $3,000 secured bond. Marquez Central Brown, 28-year-old white male of Boston, was charged with common law robbery and also assault and battery, received a $30,000 secured bond. The common law robbery was out of Guilford County. Among the incidents, we had a break-and enter and larceny on Boston Sunshine Highway. Looks like there was a Ozark and a Coleman lantern that was taken. 30 vintage records at $160. Some vintage G.I. Joe dolls, and also a Kiss doll that was taken in that incident. We also had a misdemeanor larceny on Thompson Road where someone had taken a gray car jack and a car battery. The separate incident, we had a break and enter and larceny on US 64 Rutland where someone took a 9mm pistol valued at $200. We had a larceny on Whitesides Road in Ruston. Someone had removed and taken a rear tailgate off a Chevy Silverado. Same was gray in color, silver gray in color, and valued at $750. We had the assault on a female and resist, obstruct, delay, and malicious conduct on US 6474, and that was where Robert Kimbach was taken into custody. We had a misdemeanor larceny on Sandy Hill Drive in Forest City. Looks like we also had a breaking in and larceny on Mellon Drive in Ruston. Blankets and dishes were taken in that particular case. Attempted B&E on Boston Sunshine Highway where a garage door was damaged. And a breaking in and larceny on Vickers Road in Ruston where assorted tools, a 2-carat diamond ring and band set were taken. And also some other assorted jewelry and $50 in U.S. currency in that case. And that's what we had to report today.
Sheriff, has the young girl who was missing, Summer Elaine Pace, has she been located?
Summer has not. We received information from locations she had visited Sunday night, but she has not been located this time. So again, if you were to locate or see Summer Pace, her picture is in the paper. We've also put out a NICSEL alert on her. She's in a 2003 silver Ford Focus, or last seen in that. The tag on that vehicle is ELH9498. If you were to see her, please contact us at 828-286-2911. She has recently been seen in Gaston County, where she's originally from, but we would love any other information if anyone sees or knows of her whereabouts.
Okay, all righty. Thank you very much, Sheriff. You have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll talk to you later.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
I told my friend about Olmsted Plumbing, and boy, was she happy.
What did she have to say?
I told her to call 245-7302, and they would get right out there.
And did she say she would
I told her to ask around. Homeowners, builders, and everybody likes Olmsted. Eric and Chad Olmsted and their team understand the homeowners' needs, and I like that.
They have an inventory of replacement parts and specialized equipment and tools for any job.
I told her that, too.
Well, what was that number again?
245-7302. That's 245.
Yeah, I got it. 245-7302. Olmsted Plumbing.
Again, as we were talking to the sheriff, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office is requesting the public's assistance in locating a missing juvenile. Summer Elaine Pace, 16, is missing from her home in Rutherford County, last seen around 6:30 Sunday evening. She's about 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighs 180 pounds, has long dark brown hair, was last seen wearing black leggings and a blue and white striped shirt. She may be in a 2003 silver Ford Focus. has a child's car seat in it. The car also has a dent on the rear passenger side, and the license plate number is ELH 9498. Please call the Sheriff's Department if you have any information about Summer Elaine Pace at 286-2911. From the Sheriff's Department, we go on to 911. We have Candy with us this morning. Good morning, Candy.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
Doing good.
Good. What do you got to report this morning?
In the past 24 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office 911 Communication Center has processed 551 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 36 for EMS, 15 for rescue. For law enforcement, the Sheriff's Office had 194, Forest City had 78, Rutherford had 23, Lake Lure had 12, and Spindle had 57. Our fire calls, Forest City responded to a motor vehicle accident and an industrial fire alarm, SDO to 3 motor vehicle accidents, and any much to a motor vehicle accident. That's all we had.
Thank you, Candy. I hope you have a great day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood, because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
At Southern Carpet, they know how real life can be. Kids make a mess, the dogs track in mud. Now, that's why they carry floors that stand up to the day-to-day living, like Tarkett Flooring. They have the widest range of flooring products that are both beautiful and resilient. And right now, you can find out more about these fabulous flooring products at Southern Carpet in Forest City. Find some excellent pricing right now, too. You're going to find the perfect floor to fit your home and your budget. So hurry in and take advantage of these great deals and choose from the excellent selection of Tarkett Flooring only at Southern Carpet at 1512 West Main Street in Forest City. Visit them on the web at southerncarpet.net. Moving on in the SDO area, checking in with Ruby Taylor. Good morning, Ruby.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing okay.
Did you get that yard cleaned up?
I didn't clean up no yard.
Oh, you didn't get nothing done?
No, I done other stuff yesterday.
Oh, okay. What you got to report this morning?
Well, the fire department had 2 vehicle accidents. And on my birthday calendar, I've got Louise Packard and Marty Williams. And I hope they both have a nice day. And the signs are in the feed today and tomorrow. And that's all I got, Lou.
All righty, Ruby. You have a good day, and we'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All righty. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Here's what our customers think about McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC.
I love my McCurry Deck Buick.
I love my McCurry Deck Chevrolet.
We love our McCurry Deck GMC. We guarantee you'll love McCurry Deck Chevrolet Buick GMC Forest City.
I am definitely a McCurry Deck customer for life.
I love the price and the McCurry Deck Customer for Life Rewards program. It gives you up to $3,000 or more in rewards.
Take the easy drive to savings. McCurry Deck Forest City. Discover the rewards of being a customer for life.
And now we're up in Rumbling Bald, and we got Steve with us this morning. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, Lou. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. It's a little chill in the air. It just hit the 60-degree mark. We were in our 50s here shortly ago, and kind of a nice little chill in the air because it's when it warms up. Maybe it'll slow things down a little bit.
Yeah. It just hit 60 here. It's been 59 since I got here this morning.
And I don't think it's going to be that hot today, unless you just stand right out in the sun. But we're getting there, and we're getting back to normal here, and all seems to be on go. We just had that one little issue still with the detour with the crack in the road up on Buffalo Creek Road, just up from the fire station, a little ways. And it's just a short detour, so it should be a minor inconvenience for most people. But beyond that, everything else I think is back on go. So we're happy that we've bounced back.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, dried out a little bit, and and I think there's some rain in the forecast Saturday, but we'll see what happens there. But by then we might even need some. We'll just deal with whatever comes our way.
Did years ago when that first flood came through, that little barbecue place that was right on the edge? Now I remember they got washed away, and then they opened again, and then they had a fire. Did they ever reopen at all?
Related to the fire for the trail.
No, I think it was just a fire. They had a fire that one of their cookers, I think, the flood came, the very first flood that came through, it washed them away. Then they got reopened, and then I think they had a fire. I forgot what his name. They had the best barbecue up there, though.
Yeah, it escapes me.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that tells you something right there.
But yeah, they got some good eating around here, that's for sure. But as far as that old restaurant, they had that old Logan's restaurant that used to be here years ago. In fact, I hired a gentleman yesterday who was a member of that family, and he used to actually farm out here where the golf course is years ago. So I'm hearing all those stories. There used to be a airstrip out here where one of the original owners used to fly in and out where our golf course is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it used to be a farming community right in here, and he was telling me a bunch of stories. So there's a lot of history out here with the locals. So anyway, we're glad to have Mr. Raymond with us, who also lives on the property. So we're pleased that he joined our team, and we're got a lot of activities going on now, as you can hear some of the background noise.
Yeah, folks coming in.
Yes. So it's been pretty quiet for the most part. Not anything unusual. We're covering from our issues with the weekend, and now I think we're ready for whatever comes our way. We're just preparing for the 4th of July now.
Yeah, and that's not far off either.
It is not. It's less than a month away, so we're going to have some meetings and get ready for all those activities and for my long work day.
Well, Steve, you have a great day today, and we'll talk to you in the morning.
Okay, we'll see you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
The entire team at Crow's Funeral Home and Cremation Services can help you with options available. They will help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved one. During this time, it's important to turn to someone you can trust and depend on. Crow's Mortuary and Crow's Mortuary and Crematory has a long history of trust and dependability. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory. That's 286-2304.
And now we're moving on to the Mount Vernon area, and welcome back, Bob.
Well, good morning, Lou.
Good morning.
Well, you're sounding good this morning.
Well, it's nice to have you back on this morning.
Well, thank you. I'm slowly coming back.
Well, that's fine. You take your time. It's just nice to have you back on with us this morning.
I know it. Oh, but, yeah, I'm doing better. Just slow getting everything coming back together there. But, Lou, let's see, up here with the fire department, we had a call to a tree down and a couple of medical calls. Right now, the fire department is setting a landing zone up at the airport for a medical patient I had called for a while ago. And that's about it with the fire department this morning. And I'm sorry to hear about Herman Jones, our old-time reporter from down at Cliffside there.
Yeah.
And old Herman was a reporter for a long time down in the Cliffside area there.
Yeah, gonna miss old Herman.
That's right. We're all gonna miss Herman there. But belated happy birthday, too. Lou's birthday was Sunday, but we're never too late, so we'll say happy birthday to her there.
Oh, I'll take a happy birthday any day, late, early or late.
There you go. And, that's about it. Things are going along pretty good up there. Looks like that sun's going to come up good and nice and cool out here this morning.
Yeah, it feels so good. It does. I walked out this morning and thought, do I need a sweater? Nah.
You don't need a sweater, but I tell you, it's cooler than it has been, and I'm enjoying these sunny days last few days there. I'm about to get waterlogged up here.
Oh, yeah.
So, and everything. But, Lou, it's really been nice talking to you this morning, and so you take care, and you have a good day.
You too, Bob. You rest, and we'll talk to you in the morning.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide daycare services for an aging parent or loved one. Rutherford Life Care can be just what you're looking for. Rutherford Life Care offers adults a safe and fun place during the day for medical monitoring, nutritional meals, and daily activities. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. Call them today and let them answer questions you may have. That's 288-1697, 288-1697. Rutherford Life offers a staff of professionals who show the love and compassion that you entrust your loved ones to. That's Rutherford Life Care Services, located on Thunder Road, Spindale. Again, that phone number is 288-1697.
26 minutes before 8 o'clock, and moving in Cherry Mountain area, checking in with Sue Price. Good morning, Sue.
Good morning, Lou.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing okay. Hope you are.
I am.
Well, good. It's nice to see the sunshine when we get up.
Yeah, it was nice to have a cool morning. It wasn't muggy.
I know that. We've had some of those muggy days, and they've been terrible. Can't hardly step out the door when it's like that. Well, let's see. I didn't have any calls from the fire department. I don't have any birthdays on my church calendar. On my personal calendar, I've got Joel Green and John King, so I hope they'll both have a good day. And the other two calendars didn't have anything for today, so not too many celebrating. No, we hope anybody that's having a birthday or anniversary will have a good day. And it's good to have Bob back on the air with us.
Oh, yes, it is.
I know it's going to take a while. Richard's still trying to get his strength back. I don't know what being in the hospital does to you, but it takes a while to recuperate and get your strength back. But hang in there, Bob, and you're going to be good and fine. Let's see, I got a blood drive coming up at Golden Valley Community Club. That'll be June the 11th, 3:30 to 6:30. And you can call Ron Gurley for appointments at 248-3782. And the Concord Baptist Church is having a special evening out Thursday, June the 14th, at the Church Fellowship Hall. They invite you to join them for a big barbecue dinner and a wonderful evening of entertainment featuring Bill and Maggie Anderson from Galax, Virginia. And no reservations are required. The barbecue dinner is only $10, and it starts at 5:30, and the entertainment will start at 7 p.m. And you can call for the church for more information at 828-245-6130. And it says seating is limited. And I believe that's the only announcement I have. It's quiet and calm over this way, and I just want to send love and sympathy out to Herman's family and just keep them in prayer. And I hope you will have a good day, Lou.
You too, Sue, and we'll talk to you again in the morning.
Okay.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
More than 1 million Americans have heart attacks each year. And if you or a loved one experiences symptoms of a heart attack, every second matters. That's why the emergency department at Rutherford Regional Health System is a chest pain accredited facility. What does that mean to you? It means quality care here at home that could save precious seconds when treating the symptoms of heart attacks. To learn more about Rutherford Regional and its commitment to safe quality care, visit myrutherfordregional.com.
Well, when you want some sound facts about better hearing, go see Lisa Terry at Miracle Ear in Forest City. Millions of satisfied Miracle Ear customers worldwide, and there's no better respected or well-known brand of hearing aids than Miracle Ear. Schedule your free hearing test by calling 828-368-4126. Now, you may want to ask about the Miracle Ear Genius 2.0 with the advanced technology. The high-def sound quality adapts to your surroundings automatically, zeroing in on conversations while reducing distracting background noises. It prevents those embarrassing whistling sounds that can occur sometimes. There are so many features that you'll appreciate about the Miracle Ear Genius 2.0. Ask Lisa Terry about it when you're ready for a positive change in your hearing. The Forest City office is at 1512 West Main Street, right beside Southern Carpet. They're in Suite 102, the number 828-368-4126. Or if you would rather go to Shelby, folks live down in the Ellenboro area, you can go to 1506 East Dixon Boulevard and check them out on the web at www.miracle-ear-forestcitync.com. It's time to head up to Union Mills. Check in with Brenda Kelly. Morning, Brenda.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
Well, I guess I'm okay. I ain't going to complain. It don't do any good, and people don't want to hear it anyway.
That's right.
But we hope everybody's having a good day. I've got 52 degrees on the front porch. Birthday today. I've got Nancy Hampton and Tammy H. Gordon. Let me make sure that's... No, Tammy H. I can't make that out. See, Tammy H. Coston, Coston. Sorry, I messed up on that one. Sorry about that. I don't have anything on the Round Hill, so we hope these people have a great old big day. It was good to have Bob back on. He sounded good. I'm glad he's doing much better.
Mm-hmm.
Glad he's back with us, and sorry to hear about Herman. Won't send my Christian love and sympathy out to that family. He's on that radio for a long time.
Over 30-something years. You've been doing the report for Caroline Cliffside area.
Yeah, and I remember before Lily died, I think it was my birthday, but I can't remember. But he'd come up to the radio station, and they called and wanted me to come down there. And him and Lily had made me a little birdhouse with a Carolina Tar Heel tag on top of it.
Yeah.
And so Donald did. Donald put it on a post out here on the fence around the front yard, and these little bluebirds is built in it the last 2 years.
Oh.
So I said, I'll always remember. I was looking at that the other day and thinking about Herman.
Well, we really appreciate the fact that his family, when he and Lily won the award from WSBA TV7 for all of their work. They had their pictures and had Channel 7 to come here and had us in with the celebration of them receiving that award from Channel 7.
Yeah, I remember that too, yeah. How long has Lily been dead? About 5 years, and she died in June. She died on the Monday or Tuesday after Father's Day, I believe.
Lord, honey, time goes by so fast, I can't keep up anymore.
I can't keep up with it either. You know, I was thinking, come September, Donald's done be dead 3 years, and it's just flew by. And Lily died before Donald did, I think a couple of years before Donald. But anyway, we send our Christian love and sympathy out to that family.
Yeah.
And in ways of announcements, we got a buffet breakfast at the Gilkey School Community Center. Starts at 7 a.m. and goes to 10 a.m. That'll be Saturday the 9th. Adults $6, kids 6 to 12 $3, 6 and under free. It's all you can eat. Sausage, bacon, liver mush, gravy, and biscuits, and all the trimmings, and proceeds go to rebuild the old Gilkey School. You can rent the Union Mills Community House on Hudlow Road for family-friendly settings. Birthday party, graduation party, reunion, wedding reception. $75 a day or $25 to set up the day before. You can call Kay Briscoe at 223-6130 or Christine Yamas at 287-3502. And other than that, I don't have anything else going on.
All righty, Brenda. You have a great day, and we'll talk to you in the morning.
Okay, have a good day.
You too.
Later. Bye.
Bye.
Get ready for those hot summer months driving with a stop at RS Speedy Lube, Railroad Avenue. The Express Inspection Station gets you back on the road and keeps you legal. Speedy Lube has 2 lanes to serve you, gets you in and out in no time, and vacuum your car while the oil is being changed, air conditioner checked, transmission flushed, wiper blades replaced if needed, even a top-of-the-line car wash, all at RS Speedy Lube and Inspection Station, Railroad Avenue in Ruth. Take care of that car and have a safe trip.
Well, in just a minute, we'll be checking in with Audrey Allman at the Drop-In in Bostic, checking in and see what their specials are today and what's on the hot bar this morning. So we'll catch up with Audrey in just a minute. We're being kind today to Jennifer Bradley. Jennifer lives in Gilkey. If you know Jennifer, make sure you wish her a very, very happy birthday. And let's check in with Audrey. Good morning, Audrey.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm great. How about you?
I'm all right for a Tuesday morning.
Yeah, Tuesday morning. Speaking of Tuesday, what's special at the drop-in today?
Well, we got our country ham and egg biscuits on sale right now for $1.99. And you can also get the country ham, egg, and cheese wrap for $1.99 this month.
Wow. Well, what else is going on in Major Lee's Deli?
Well, we're going to have, for our lunch or dinner this afternoon, Salisbury steak with gravy, the rice and broccoli and squash cooked up back there this afternoon. So, that'll be a real good deal for people to come out and get and have for supper this afternoon.
Now, do you have room where folks can sit in and eat, or is it just pick it up and go?
Pick it up and go, hon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I think we talked one time about the hot bar. The hot bar was up and running now?
Yeah, that will be the Salisbury steak and gravy for this afternoon. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's going to be in the hot bar with the rice and the broccoli and squash.
Okay, all righty. Anything else special going on?
Well, just to let all the kids know, I know some of the parents may be listening in. We're going to have a new milkshake coming in sometime soon, cotton candy flavored. So just want to let everybody know that, and, they can be expecting that to come in.
Okay, Audrey, now y'all open at 6 a.m. and you close at 6 p.m.
Well, 9
9 p.m. 9 p.m. at night.
Yes, ma'am. And that same hours on Saturday at 7 to 9. And then on Sunday, we're opening at 8, and we'll be closing at 6 in the afternoon. And our deli is back up and running on Sunday now.
Now, we've only been talking about the deli. We forgot to talk about the meat market in the back.
Yeah, you're right. We did. We got our center cut pork chops on sale right now for $1.99 a pound. So that's still a real good deal for today. And you can get just about any meat you would want. Boston butts back there. Any steak that you would want. Chicken tenders, chicken breast. Just about any kind of meat anybody would want.
Okay, Audrey. Well, I hope you all have I hope you have a busy day today. I'm not going to say I hope you have a slow day. I hope you have a busy day today.
Yeah, that's right.
That makes the day go faster.
It does. It most definitely does.
Okay, Audrey, y'all have a great day, and we'll talk to you later.
All right, you too.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
The Recliner Center is happy to introduce new styles of Spring Air mattresses. Some come with the cool gel that you're going to love. Remember the days when you could flip your mattress? Well, Spring Air is now offering the flippable mattress. Check out these for a really great night's sleep. The Recliner Center is needing to make room for some new styles of lift chairs, recliners, and sofas, and you're going to get some special deals on the floor models and extra inventory in the store. Now, you always know you get the best deals in town at the Recliner Center, and now's the best time to go shopping. Check on the inventory of new recliners, sofas, and lift chairs coming in. Now, some of the styles have a new water-repellent fabric. Water beads up instead of soaking into the fabric. Leave it to the Recliner Center to offer you the best choices and best prices. Ask to see the new wall hugger style of furniture. Hours are Wednesday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturday 9 to 2. The Recliner Center on Cooper's Gap Road in Rutherfordton.
13 minutes before 8 o'clock, and our last stop,
Ellenboro. Got Luther. Good morning, Luther.
Good morning, you too. Saved the best for last, did you?
Oh, yeah, we always do that.
Yeah, well, that sounds good to me anyway. That sounds good to anybody else. Sounds good to me. But it's quiet there. There's nothing going on there. My wife just getting a biscuit and coffee and heading on out to work.
That sounds good about now.
Coffee and eat biscuit.
That sounds really good about now. Good biscuit.
It is. Well, I'll need that. Let's see, mine's a sandwich, so I didn't have a biscuit this morning. I had a sandwich this morning. There's nothing. As the park department had 2 medical calls. All they have, but don't have any birthdays. I mean, did you, have you heard any arrangements on the funeral yet?
No, no arrangements on the funeral yet. No,
Okay. I looked at her this morning, didn't see anything. All right, well, you have a good day up there, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
All righty, Luther. Be careful today.
All right. Take care now.
All right, bye-bye.
Well, here's the long distance bill.
Right.
And the internet bill.
Uh-huh.
And the wireless bill.
Anything you say, honey.
You're not listening to a word I say. These bills are taking away our extra cash.
Well, Fred told me about Affinity 4.
4 times more money for us to spend, right?
No, long distance internet, wireless service, and Fred says it's inexpensive. He's paying less now than ever before. Plus, Affinity 4 has always supported family values based on causes throughout the country. In fact, a portion of each billing goes to support their mission. Fred says he's not only helping himself with lower cost, but he's helping others too.
Affinity 4 sounds good. Did Fred give you a number?
Yeah, I think I have it. Hold on.
That number is 1-800-684-4815. Save money on your bills with Affinity 4 and new standard for giving. That's 1-800-684-4815.
Well, we got our phone lines open, 287-3356. Get your birthdays and anniversaries in, and in just a couple of minutes, we'll announce all the birthdays and anniversaries, and we'll put those names in a drawing and see who's going to win those Daylight Donuts this morning from Granny B's. 287-3356, 287-3356. That's the number to call. Get your birthdays and anniversaries in.
We can't all be home in time to catch the 6 o'clock news. That's why this station is a member of the News 13 Radio Simulcast Network. Every weeknight at 6, you can get all the day's news, sports, and your exclusive Weather Scan 13 forecast from Western North Carolina's home for news, News 13 WLOS. And you don't need a TV. Just tune into the home of country music at its best. WCAB, your News 13 Radio Simulcast Network station.
This is Dakota Livesay with Chronicle of the Old West Weekly Edition. Coming up this week, we're going to be talking to David Grasset about the Holbrook Shootout. We'll also be talking to Lee Anderson about 2 pieces of equipment essential for cowboys, guns and horses. So do tune in to Chronicle of the Old West Weekly Edition.
Join us for Chronicles of the Old West, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m., again at 9 a.m., and then Sunday evenings at 6, right here on AM 59 WCAB, Rutherfordton.
This is Dakota Livesay with Chronicle of the Old West Weekly Edition. Coming up this week, we're going to be talking to Mike Thompson about his book, The Turbulent Trail. And we'll also be talking to our regular Jim McGregor about Old West vigilantes. So do tune in to Chronicle of the Old West Weekly Edition.
Join us for Chronicles of the Old West, Saturday mornings at 5 a.m., again at 9 a.m., and then Sunday evenings at 6, right here on AM 59 WCAB, Rutherfordton.
That's really something to crow about. It's the Daylight Donuts from Granny B's in Spindale. Get yours today while they're fresh. They're good. They're delicious. It's Daylight Donuts. It's something to crow about.
Happy birthday. Well, we've been kind today to Jennifer Bradley. Jennifer's from Gilkey, celebrating a birthday today. Eli Fish is 3 today, lives in Lake Lord, celebrating a birthday today. Jerry Alexander, he's 15, lives in Forest City. Kim Connor, celebrating a birthday today, lives in Ruth. Horace Mode from Forest City, celebrating a birthday today.
Dean and Mary Cole celebrating their 36th wedding anniversary today. They live in Forest City. Nancy Hampton celebrating a birthday today. And Tammy Costin also celebrating a birthday today. So to all of those who caught your birthdays called in, birthdays and anniversaries, hope you have a great day today. And for those of you who did not get your birthdays and anniversaries called in, we hope you have a wonderful day also. Well, in just a minute, we'll announce who wins those Daylight Donuts from Granny B's.
I'm Bill Hostler, Director and Voice for today's Key to Confident Living. I trust you'll take a moment to acquaint yourself with the motivational and inspirational programs available through today's Key to Confident Living. If after reviewing the material, you decide... Do you ever get depressed thinking that nothing, or at least not much, ever good happens to you? That you don't have many things to be thankful for? Charles Craig tells about Henry, who was looking glum and depressed. A friend asked Henry, "What's the matter with you? You look like you've lost your last friend." Henry responded, "What's the matter? I'll tell you. Remember 2 weeks ago my Aunt Molly died and left me $50,000? His friend said, "Yes, I remember. What's so awful?" "What's so awful, you ask?" "Remember last week my Uncle David died and left me $100,000? His friend said he remembered that too and asked, "Well, what's so bad about that?" With a sad face, Henry responded, "What's bad about it? This week I inherited nothing." We would prefer to live with an unceasing flow of God's perceived blessings, but that doesn't always happen. There are times that the blessings from God seem to come to us in waves, like water rushing over Niagara Falls, while at other times it seems as a mere trickle of blessing like that of a small stream during an arid summer. It's important to remember during the dry times that God has been extremely faithful and good to us in the past. He never changes. What makes the difference is our attitude to His blessings. Rather than complaining because we didn't get more, we need to be thankful for what we did receive. This is Bill Hostler with today's Key to Confident Living.
And our Daylight Donuts winner this morning is an anniversary. Dean and Mary Cole celebrating their 36th wedding anniversary. They live in Forest City, so congratulations to Dean and Mary Cole. It's time now for news.
He called to testify against him. Manafort allegedly used encrypted messaging apps and an intermediary to contact two former business associates. Sources tell CBS News that Manafort is banking on a presidential pardon if he is convicted, but there's no evidence he's been promised one.
A missing Sampson County man has been found dead in the woods when family members hadn't heard from 20-year-old Jamaris Pridgeon in a few days. They feared the worst. Sampson County Sheriff Jimmy Thornton tells ABC 11 an anonymous tipster left a series of clues with Pridgeon's stepfather. He was told his son was dead and even where to find his body.
We don't normally get information like that. We just have to look.
The official death toll from Sunday's volcanic eruption in Guatemala is up to 69. So far, only 17 of the bodies have been identified. Rescue workers are still searching for more possible victims. Journalist Nita Lacona is visiting a village that was engulfed by the eruption.
Firefighters told me today about whole families that they found in one room that they just didn't have time to escape, and one with 4 children with their pregnant mom, just killed in one room in the house.
An Amber Alert continues for a 7-month-old girl who police say was abducted by a registered sex offender at a gas station in Danville, Virginia. Police say Emma Grace Kennedy was taken by her father, 51-year-old Carl Ray Kennedy. A man on a motorcycle got a little too close and personal with Fender County Wildlife last night. He hit a bear. He's going to be okay. You're listening to NCN News.
School safety, prison safety, Gen X, incentives, teacher pay, taxes, spending. As state lawmakers tackle these and other issues, Carolina Journal is there, giving you the latest information. Available each month as a free newspaper, every day online at carolinajournal.com. Carolina Journal, your #1 source for government news that affects you. Visit carolinajournal.com today.
Have you ever noticed how little things can make a big difference? A smiling face when you meet a stranger takes so little time, but it works wonders. Saying thank you to your children's teachers for the job they do. Leaving a note for your letter carrier for delivering your mail and packages. In North Carolina, we have always taken pride in being kind to everybody. Little things do make a difference. Makes you feel better. Makes everyone around you feel better.
1 week away from the historic summit with North Korea, and CBS News Justice reporter Paula Reed says we don't have the typical person playing the front role in these negotiations.
Well, traditionally, that would fall to the National Security Advisor, in this case, John Bolton. But CBS News has learned that there is tension between the president and John Bolton. The president was especially upset about comments that Bolton made on Face the Nation, comparing the North Korea negotiations to the denuclearization of Libya, which obviously upset a lot of North Koreans. So the president has given his Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, the lead ahead of the summit.
Durham city leaders are considering forming a racial equity task force. The 13-member board would look at current and future policies and their influence on the race. City Council will discuss the proposal Thursday. Councilman Mark Anthony Middleton told Spectrum News.
Racism is a problem in America. And insofar as Durham is an American city plugged in, we're not an island unto ourselves.
More building safety and campus police officer requirements for North Carolina's public schools would occur if a bill that cleared one chamber of the General Assembly becomes law. The House voted unanimously Monday for a measure that includes several policy recommendations made by a study committee. She's famous enough to go only by her first name. Now the Smithsonian is paying tribute.
She's been a household name for decades, even raising speculation of a run for president in 2020.
For too long, women have not been heard or believed.
Oprah is being honored with an exhibit at the Smithsonian Museum of African American History and Culture beginning Friday. It'll include video clips, interviews, movie costumes, personal photographs, and journals exploring Oprah's influence and how her work has shaped America. The museum's director says her $21 million in contributions to the museum did not influence the decision to honor her. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Mike Rayleigh, NCN News.
We are country at its best with a blend of yesterday's memories. WCAB, Rutherfordton.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston. No celebration today for the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles at the White House. Here's ABC's Karen Travers.
President Trump tweeted last night that because only a small number of players from the Philadelphia Eagles were planning to come to the White House today, he decided to cancel the event. The president adds, quote, "Staying in the locker room for the playing of our national anthem is as disrespectful to our country as kneeling. Sorry." But the Eagles, who demonstrated on the sidelines last season, did not do so by kneeling during the anthem or staying in the locker room. Instead, several players raised a fist, a point many of them were making last night on social media.
The president also on social media talking on Twitter today about what's being called the Celebration for America that will be held at the White House instead of having the Eagles stop by. In another tweet, the president again going after his attorney general, saying, quote, "The Russian witch hunt hoax continues, all because Jeff Sessions didn't tell me he was going to recuse himself." President's former campaign chief, though, Paul Manafort, now facing accusations. He has been trying to meddle with witnesses in the Mueller investigation.
Manafort is out on bail now, but if prosecutors have their way, he'll be sent to jail pending his trial. Based on allegations, he tried to reach out to witnesses to get them to testify, contrary to the government's assertions about Manafort's lobbying efforts on behalf of Ukraine.
ABC News legal analyst Royal Oakes. Polls are opening now in 3 of the 8 states holding primaries today. In a couple of hours, they open in California. ABC's Alex Stone's in Los Angeles.
Depending on how it goes here tonight, there could be 2 Democrats, 2 Republicans, or 1 of each on the ballot in races come November. In many races, there are so many Democrats clawing to finish in the top 2 today. The Democrats are hurting themselves, all fighting against one another.
The death toll in the eruption of the Fuego volcano in Guatemala is now 69 people. Rescuers are still looking for survivors. Disgraced movie producer Harvey Weinstein's due in court today in New York. He'll be arraigned on charges that include rape and criminal sexual acts. You're listening to ABC News.
Oil and gas investments involve a high degree of risk and are suitable only for qualified SEC-accredited investors. If you're an SEC-defined accredited investor getting ready to do your taxes and wish you had more deductions, you can take action now and start planning for 2018 with a 100% IRS-approved deduction. Invest with Encore Energy. An experienced U.S. operator is drilling in a proven productive area that's potentially the most prolific horizontal oil play in the eastern U.S. Oil prices are projected to rise, so you need to own a piece of an oil field. Turn those profits from the stock market into an approved tax deduction with years of potential income. Call 800-803-8511. Call Encore now and learn how to deduct 100% of your investment and create 20 or more years of potential monthly income. Call 800-803-8511. If you're a high net worth SEC-defined accredited investor who's interested in participating directly with a proven operator and are qualified to make an investment of at least $250,000, then please call Encore Energy. That's 800-803-8511. 800-803-8511.
The abuse of young athletes is at the center of another congressional hearing today. ABC's Serena Marshall has the story.
The Senate wants to protect Olympic athletes and amateurs from abuse. A hearing will put former USA Gymnastics president, former USA Gymnastics women's director, and former Michigan State University president on the witness stand as members of the Senate call for systematic reform. They will focus on how past processes failed to keep athletes safe.
Delaware is expected to become the first state to legalize sports betting today, 3 weeks after a Supreme Court ruling opened up sports betting to any state. Former firefighter in Houston, Texas, now accused of fraud for profiting off Hurricane Harvey.
When Harvey landed on top of Houston last August, support flowed in from around the country for firefighters who kept on working despite damage to their own homes. Investigators say Shane Horsted received about $1,000 in gift cards for his collapsed roof. Problem number 1, his roof wasn't collapsed. And number 2,
Shane Horsted is no longer an employee with the Houston Fire Department,
says Houston Fire Chief Sam Pena. At least one other firefighter has been terminated over allegations of Harvey relief fraud. Jim Ryan, ABC News, Dallas.
Apparently the King of Rock isn't the King of Rock auctions anymore. The guitar that Elvis Presley used in the 1962 movie Girls, Girls, Girls was up for sale, and it got no bids. The owner now says he's hoping to do better in a private sale instead of an auction. This is ABC News.
Do you owe the IRS more than $10,000? Do you have tax problems? Pick up your mobile phone and dial **1234 on your keypad. This is attorney John Buckmiller, founder of Attorneys Tax Relief. We have experts that know how to help you out of the mess with the IRS. We can help stop wage garnishment, levies, and harassment. Get out of debt and settle with the IRS. Remember, it's as easy as **1234. Don't wait any longer. Dial **1234. That's **1234 on your mobile phone now.
I'm Sherry Preston, ABC News.
We'll look for mostly sunny skies overall today, but there will be some periods of high cirrus cloudiness, especially through the morning. Should be comfortably warm with humidity on the low side and highs around 74 to 82. Then tonight, mostly clear with light winds or lows in the upper 40s to mid-50s. Looks like we'll run a touch warmer on Wednesday under mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. A very slender chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Highs tomorrow around 76 to 84. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
And that extended forecast for Thursday, sunshine, highs around 80 to 85 degrees. Friday, partly cloudy, maybe, just maybe, a slight chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Highs around 85 degrees for Saturday, partly cloudy. Scattered showers and thunderstorms, highs around 85 degrees. Sunday, well, still the same. Chance of showers and thunderstorms, highs around 85 degrees. And you'll start your work week off on Monday, June the 11th. Partly cloudy, scattered showers and thunderstorms, highs around 80 to 85 degrees. Right now we're at 63. Beautiful, beautiful, nice weather. Now, Mr. Tisdale, you came in and was it still nice and cool outside when you
It felt great.
Did it?
It did.
We've got Andrew Tisdale in with us this morning, and he's got the Edward Jones report. What are you going to be telling us about this morning?
I want to tell you a strategy that some people don't know about. So I'm going to take this secret and I'm going to make it just our secret. Okay?
I like that.
You like that? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm displaying a secret, but y'all got to keep it a secret.
All right.
It's very important.
All right.
It's really cool. It's called the backdoor Roth. We've talked a lot about a Roth IRA, and here's the benefits of a Roth IRA. How would you like to earn money and not pay taxes on it?
Yeah.
That's great.
That's like being paid under the table.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what Roths do. Oh. You put your money aside into a Roth retirement account, Roth IRA, or Roth 401k. Some people have that option. And the purpose of it is all your earnings grow tax-free, so everything has already been taxed when you put it in, and it grows tax-free. And over time, the compound interest, the contributions you make is going to be making a lot of tax-free money in the long run. That's why they are very, very, very good IRA options. But what if you started out and didn't know about a Roth? Or what if you're in a situation that you can't contribute directly to a Roth? There is things called the backdoor approach. The backdoor approach is you put your money into a traditional account or a 401k traditional wise. You do not invest it. You let it in cash. Cash right now just sitting there is not going to make anything. And then you convert it into the Roth. So in other words, there's this old adage, if one door closes, there's always another door to be open. That's why they call it the back door. So what type of people can this benefit? It can benefit people who are in the taxable income bracket that they say you can't contribute to a Roth. To people that may have a traditional IRA that they just started, they didn't know about a Roth, and they say, you know, I really would like an opportunity to start a Roth because in the long term I'd rather get this out tax-free. Or it's people who may have accumulated a lot in their 401k and they're needing a situation where they can move this into a tax-free savings vehicle. This backdoor Roth is something to really take in consideration with your CPA, your financial advisor, all of that. But there is this trick to this. And it is an opportunity a lot of people don't know about, but it is a great opportunity to take advantage of the system.
Now, my cousin is getting ready to retire in about another year. She's retiring from Honeywell. Mm-hmm. She'll have her IRA that she can bring out. Mm-hmm. Now, to keep from, what is the best thing for her to do to roll that over? Now, she wants to hopefully maybe look for some property and move into a smaller house than what she has right now. What would be the safest thing for her to do, or anybody in her situation that's ready to retire, that's going to be bringing money out from that company? Would it be best to roll it over into another IRA, leave it there, or go ahead and get her money out and buy her house with it?
Well, it's not a cookie cutter approach. So number one, the best thing for her to do is evaluate all her options, which you mentioned a couple of options. One, she could take all her money out, but then she's going to pay taxes off the front. So a lot of times, that's, like I said, sometimes that is good for some people, but it's not good for everyone, because if I'm making $45,000, $50,000 a year and I've got $250,000 I've saved up over a 40-year career, and I take all that money out, Uncle Sam's going to tax me on an income of $300,000. I'm going to lose $90,000 to $100,000 of all of that I saved up just to pay taxes. The other option is you can stay in that program and you can manage it yourself or whatever they have available, or you can roll it into another IRA so you don't pay taxes and take incremental income from that, whether to pay the house, use it as a house payment, to use it for spending money, to use it to make a living, however it comes. So the number one thing is just evaluate all your options. And then sit with somebody you trust and when you evaluate, go through it with them, talk it out so that you can make a plan with that. It's really, really important to evaluate your options in that situation. But in her situation, I think she's thinking in the right direction. If I downsize, I don't have as much money to spend. But there's a lot more factors in what do I do with this? Just roll it over or what? There's a lot more factors involved.
Now, in the situation of her possibly selling the house that she has now and purchasing a new home, would she be best in going ahead and financing the new home and banking the money from the sale of the house, or using the money from the sale of the house to go ahead and pay for the smaller house? Where would she come in best? Is there going to be taxing that money from the sale of the home? Normally, no, because normally you've lived in it probably for more than 2 years. But there can be complicated situations you'd want to talk to a CPA about, but normally no, because you've lived in there for 2 years and you're probably not going to make $500,000 profit, because we're not in New York City. But to evaluate that, you can, if you take the sale of the house, put in another house. It can work out better on taxes. So it goes back. Got to take the big picture. How much did they pay for the house? How much did they sell for the house? How much is the new house going to be? What is your going to be if you refinance it? What is your new payment a month? And how's that going to affect your cash flow? Would it be better not to have a mortgage so you have more cash flow so you can pay your power bills and your taxes and your food and all of that? I think the best thing for me to do is to tell her to call you.
I'd be more than happy to talk to her.
And you have a great week, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
I can't wait.
All right.
See ya.
Did you know that Rutherford County's largest pediatrics practice has 5 providers to serve the children and youth of this area? And even better, Rutherford Children's Care is welcoming new patients. With 3 physicians and 2 mid-level providers, the group is available to examine, diagnose, and treat patients from birth to age 18. Rutherford Children's Care is conveniently located at 162 Commercial Drive in Forest City, just behind Big Dave's Restaurant. To schedule an appointment, call Rutherford Children's Care at 828-287-9325.
Spring is in the air, and if you find yourself in need of a new nebulizer, remember Smith's Drugs. We have a variety of character nebulizers to help you take care of your breathing needs. We have fire trucks, trains, penguins, panda bears, and boring green ones too. Come see us at Home Medical Department at 139 East Main Street, Forest City.
Enjoy the Atlanta Braves and NASCAR here on the Foothills Most Sports Station, WCAB Rutherfordton.
Well, taking a look at, we've also got the commission report coming up, and that'll be right after sports this morning. Well, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office is requesting the public's assistance in locating a missing juvenile. Summer Elaine Pace, age 16, is missing from her home in Rutherford County. She was last seen at around 6:30 on Sunday evening. Pace is about 5 foot inches tall, weighs 180 pounds, has dark, long brown hair, and was last seen wearing black leggings and a blue and white striped shirt. She may be in a 2003 silver Ford Focus. It has a child's car seat in the back. The car also has a dent on the rear passenger side. License plate number is ELH9498, and the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office is asking anyone with any information about Pace, or if you see the car anywhere, to contact Detective Adrian Wallace at 828-286-2911. And we did get that confirmed this morning from the sheriff that that young lady is still missing. Well, taking a look at news from around the county from some of our news sources, the former headmaster of Trinity Christian School was formally indicted by a grand jury on Monday on multiple counts of embezzlement. Tiffany Walker, who served as Trinity's headmaster beginning in 2010 and taught at the school for over a decade prior, is charged with theft or misappropriation of over $100,000 of the school's funds. Walker was let go from Trinity in January in light of the investigation. She's also charged with obtaining property through false pretenses. Chairman of the Trinity Board of Directors, Grant Devaney, said the misuse of the funds was discovered when the school began prepping for reaccreditation with the Association of Christian Schools International, and this was last fall. Now, during a financial audit that was part of the process, they discovered some discrepancies. The school notified law enforcement and has been cooperating with the ensuing investigation. Now, Devaney could not comment on how long the misuse of funds had been going on. However, the previous accreditation process, including a financial audit, took place 5 years ago with no conflict. He stressed that Trinity is still an accredited school and has not in any way had their status suspended. ASCI has contingency plans in place for situations like the one the school is currently facing. The accreditation process is merely pushed back from spring to fall of 2018. Devaney also said the school's teachers and administrators have stepped up and that by using their mission statement, quote, to educate and develop the whole person for the glory of God by providing the atmosphere of academic excellence within a Christian, interdenominational, and family-centered framework, unquote, as a guiding light as they have stayed strong. The Rutherford Police Department led the investigation into the embezzlement allegations. They did not return a call for comment by press time when the paper went to press. Well, 6 days after a devastating flood in Lake Lure and Chimney Rock Village, many of the tourism businesses have reopened as the cleanup and repair work continues. Village shops and restaurants and Lake Lure all are open. Chimney Rock and Chimney Rock State Park could possibly reopen by the end of this week or the first of next week. The park was closed on Saturday, May the 26th, due to a retaining wall failure due to the heavy rains. On Tuesday, May the 29th, when the flooding occurred, there were mudslides and road damage in the park. US 6474 above Chimney Rock Village was reopened Sunday evening after being closed since Tuesday night due to large mudslides. They were between Chimney Rock Village and the Henderson County line. After a 3-day cleanup, Lake Lure Lake is also open to the public. Approximately 30 dump trucks were loaded with debris that was hauled out of the lake during the weekend. Some pieces of debris were 20-foot-long stumps. Other debris included ice chests and other smaller items. Now, the lake was officially closed to boating and swimming on Thursday due to the debris, according to Lake Tour Tours and Mark Helms from the Adventure Company and the town commissioners are saying that many volunteers were working Saturday and Sunday to help clean up the debris. Up the road in Chimney Rock Village, shops were open for business on Friday after the North Carolina DOT reopened the road. So Chimney Rock is now reopened. Here's that Sheriff's Report recorded earlier for broadcast at this time. With the Sheriff's Report is Sheriff Chris Francis.
In the last 24 hours, the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office has responded to 194 calls for service. There have been 11 arrests processed at the county jail. Currently incarcerated, we have 181. Among those arrests, Eric Lee Shiflett, 29-year-old white male of Forest City, was charged with communicating threats and false imprisonment, received a $1,000 secure bond. Roberto Alejandro Lopez, 26-year-old white male of Charlotte, was charged with failure to appear, and possession of Schedule 6 received a $5,000 secure bond. Robert Wayne Kimbach, 78-year-old white male Rutherford was charged with assault on a female, resisted threat delay, malicious conduct by a prisoner, received a $6,000 secure bond. John Lee Dawkins, 59-year-old white male of Columbia, South Carolina, was charged with injury to personal property, received a written promise to appear. Darrell Andre Mays, a 33-year-old white male of Mooresboro, was charged with injury to real property and received a written promise to appear. Joseph Michael Rozelle, 31-year-old white male of Lake Lure, was charged with communicating threats and received a written promise to appear. Gina Hamrick Alexander, 42-year-old white female of Ellenboro, was charged with assault and battery, received a $1,500 secure bond. Joshua Matthew McCombs, 30-year-old white male of Union Mills, was charged with unauthorized use, misdemeanor larceny, communicating threats, and injury to personal property, received a $1,000 unsecured bond. Gary Robbins, 53-year-old white male of Forest City, was charged with failure to appear and received a $3,000 secured bond. Marquez Central Brown, 28-year-old white male of Boston, was charged with common law robbery and also assault and battery, received a $30,000 secured bond. The common law robbery was out of Guilford County. Among the incidents, we had a break and enter and larceny on Boston Sunshine Highway. Looks like there was a Ozark and a Coleman lantern that was taken. 30 vintage records, about $160. Some vintage G.I. Joe dolls, and also a Kiss doll that was taken in that incident. We also had a misdemeanor larceny on Thompson Road where someone had taken a gray car jack and a car battery. The separate incident, we had a break and enter and larceny on US 64 Rutherford where someone took a 9mm pistol valued at $200. We had a larceny on Whitesides Road in Rutherford. Someone had removed and taken a rear tailgate off a Chevy Silverado. Same was gray in color, silver gray in color, and valued at $750. We had the assault on a female and resisted threat delay and malicious conduct on US 6474, and that was where Robert Kimback was taken into custody. We had a misdemeanor larceny on Sandy Hill Drive in Forest City. Looks like we also had a breaking and entering larceny on Mellon Drive in Ruston. Blankets and dishes were taken in that particular case. Attempted being in Boston Sunshine Highway where a garage door was damaged. And a breaking and entering larceny on Vickers Road in Ruston where assorted tools, a 2-carat diamond ring and band set were taken. And also some other assorted jewelry and $50 in U.S. currency in that case. And that's what we had to report today.
Well, a Danieltown resident is recovering at Spartanburg Regional Medical Center after he was injured in his home on Monday at approximately 8:30 a.m. Ray Tate of US 221 was in his garage preparing to go to the flea market with his brother, Don Tate, who was in the driveway in his Sorrento vehicle. According to the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department, Ray Tate was in the garage area when Don accidentally hit the accelerator, moving the Sorrento forward into the garage door and hitting Ray Tate. The 911 Communications Center dispatched the call stating a man was pinned in the garage. Sheriff Chris Francis said Ray Tate was able to walk out of the garage. He sustained injuries to his head and a more significant injury to his hand, one person said. Tate was taken to Spartanburg Regional Medical Center by Rutherford County EMS. Don Tate was evaluated at the scene by emergency personnel. Also assisting at the scene was the Rutherford County Rescue, SDO firefighters, Rutherford County Fire Marshal Roger Hollifield, and several Rutherford County Sheriff's officers. Hollifield said, "We didn't know what to expect. There was significant damage to the garage and the exterior of the home. Tate is in the intensive care unit at Spartanburg Regional." We've got sports coming up next, and then the commission report right after this.
NCN Sports. Good morning. I'm Tony Rixby. History made for the Duke Blue Devils yesterday in Athens, Georgia, as for the first time in school history, they move on to the Super Regionals after getting 2 victories over the Georgia Bulldogs, 8-5 and 8-4. Griffin Conine homering twice for the Blue Devils.
High fly ball. Good night. Over the scoreboard, a towering shot by Conine. Papa Jeff Conine loving life right now, and so is his boy Griffin.
Blue Devils also got home runs from Jimmy Herron and Zach Cohn in the winner-take-all final game. The Blue Devils now move on to the Super Regional against the number 9 national seed Texas Tech Red Raiders. Madison Stokes drove in 3 runs. Jonah Bride hit a late home run, and South Carolina advanced to the Super Regionals, beating UNC Wilmington 8-4. The Gamecocks will face Arkansas in their best-of-3 Super Regional Series in Fayetteville, Arkansas. The Washington Capitals' first chance to hoist the Stanley Cup comes on Thursday in Las Vegas after their thumping of the Golden Knights last night in Washington 6-2. The Knights are in their first year in the NHL, while the Capitals haven't won a cup in their 43-year history. President Trump wading back into the controversy over NFL players kneeling during the national anthem, abruptly disinviting the champion Philadelphia Eagles from their scheduled appearance at the White House. Well, it was a very light day in Major League Baseball on Monday. Doubleheader between the Yankees and the Tigers resulted in a split. The Yankees took the first one 7-4. The Tigers the nightcap 4-2. Angels beat the Kansas City Royals 9-6. In National League play, the San Diego Padres with a big win over the Atlanta Braves 11-4. While the San Francisco Giants turned back the Diamondbacks 10-3. You're listening to NCN Sports.
School safety, prison safety, Gen X, incentives, teacher pay, taxes, spending. As state lawmakers tackle these and other issues, Carolina Journal is there, giving you the latest information. Available each month as a free newspaper. Every day online at Carolina Journal.
The Man Expo, June 16th and 17th, Father's Day weekend at the NC State Fairgrounds. We're back and more epic than ever. 100,000 square feet of wall-to-wall man stuff, exotic cars, off-road Jeeps, and more. Craft beers, including VIP tickets online for the Bedlam Vodka Speakeasy Experience. Sponsored in part by Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson. Go to ncmanexpo.com for tickets and info. The Man Expo, June 16th and 17th, powered by Taggart Cars.
NFL fans are mourning the loss of San Francisco 49ers legendary receiver Dwight Clark. He helped launch the 49ers into their dynasty era with a spectacular game-winning touchdown. The leaping fingertip catch in the back of the end zone is one of the sport's most memorable moments. Former New York Daily News NFL columnist Gary Myers became friends with Clark while writing a book about the catch.
It's just so sad. He was only 61 years old. He made an announcement on Twitter a year ago, March, that he'd been diagnosed with ALS. It's just a nasty, fatal, cruel.
That's sports. I'm Tony Rixby, NCN Sports.
We'll look for mostly sunny skies overall today, but there will be some periods of high cirrus cloudiness, especially through the morning. Should be comfortably warm with humidity on the low side and highs around 74 to 82. Then tonight, mostly clear with light winds. Our lows in the upper 40s to mid-50s. Looks like we'll run a touch warmer on Wednesday under mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. A very slender chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Highs tomorrow around 76 to 84. I'm meteorologist Mike Moss in the Weather Center.
And taking a look at that extended forecast for Thursday, sunshine, highs around 80 to 85 degrees, clear overnight, lows around 65. Now, Friday through the weekend and making your way back to the work week next Monday is partly cloudy each day, scattered showers, maybe thunderstorms. It's a 30 to 40% chance each day. Looking for daytime highs around 80 to 85, overnight lows around 60 to 65 degrees. Right now, it is 65 degrees, and that was a cool, very beautiful morning we started off with this morning. We got Brian King in with us this morning, with the commission. We call it the commission report. Don't want to be rude about it, but it just sounds nice, the commission report.
It is. And good morning, Jim. You really look different today.
Thank you. Thank you. I just celebrated my 58th birthday. I'm 58 again.
Well, listen, it's good to be here. It's a beautiful day. You were correct on that. And last night, the Board of Commissioners did have their meeting. And it was actually a lengthy meeting because we've had two public hearings. And we had two public hearings and, of course, public comments. I'll just start how it began. We, after the Pledge of Allegiance, we had the agenda approval. It was approved without any changes. And then we went into the two public hearings. The first public hearing is one that we had posted. It was for the budget for the county for 2018-19. If you recall that we did present this to the public at a previous meeting, but this is the public hearing, so we could hear back from the public regarding the budget. We did have a speaker from the Rutherford County School System that spoke about the budget that just came through regarding about the unfunded mandates or the funding that they're going to be anticipated not receiving, mostly regarding health care for the staff and teachers. And it was, I'm sorry I'm going from memory, but it was like $1.2 million, and thanked us for our consideration in the some input to last night. We had a public hearing and received comments, and then we'll be the commissioners elected to wait till next month just to let people digest it, even though it's been properly posted, to digest this, to vote on it. And we'll be probably voting this at a future meeting, and I suspect it'll be the next regular board meeting. We then went into public comments, and public comments, you know, the county's commissioner's rules, I had to look it up, it is actually on our statement when you sign up, is that we allow the first 30 minutes for public comments. And we had quite a few people, we went almost an hour. We just, the decision is to go ahead and have public comments or split it up. You know, first 30 minutes would be public comments, then have your meeting, and then if you have any others, finish. We elected to just have the public comments. And the reason you would split it up, which we did not do, is if you have out-of-town guests, you know, coming in to perform a presentation, allow them to travel back to Raleigh or wherever they're coming from. But we did have public comments, and we appreciate everyone coming out. Comments were broad. Quite a few were on the disengagement process from VIA and partners. Representatives from majority of the comments were from VIA folks and partners folks. So it was a good balance, seeing the different viewpoints, and we did have citizens input as well, those that actually live here in the county. And then we had a couple other public comments. We left the public comment period. We took a break because of about an hour and 10 minutes of listening to public comments. We took a break and then went into our meeting. We had the consent agenda, which was the minutes from previous meetings and the minutes of special meetings, which was approved. Which also included tax refunds and releases. We went into the commissioner appointments. This is posted on our website. We had the appointments of terms that are expiring in June of 2018, from the Broad River Water Authority to the Juvenile Crime Protection Committee to Workforce Development Transit Board. And there's a whole list of names. I'm not going to read them here, but they are available on the county website, and they're going to be posted today if it wasn't posted last night. I would like to say that, you know, we can't do what we do in our county without the volunteers who step up and participate in providing their input and their talent and time to helping make Rutherford County better. And there's quite a few people, and we certainly do appreciate those that are stepping up for that. And those appointments were made last night. We then had the update on the, we then had the update on the ROCO campaign. This is the Pick It Up ROCO, Pick It Up Rutherford County. We had Miss Jeannie Bailey there, and she did present and I'm going to brag a little bit. We did present an award to the county for the county team for the amount of trash they picked up on the last event. There will be another one coming up. And, you know, she said last night she was surprised and pleased, and not surprised in a bad way, surprised in a good way. You know, they had a target number of how many people they wanted to participate at the last event, and we surpassed that as a community. And it was very grateful. You're seeing the results. There's going to be another one coming up. And if you get your team together, you can get a really nice little unique trophy for your efforts. And so that was nice, and we appreciate Ms. Bailey coming to speak to us about that. We did have some old business coming to the resolution on the 1/4 cent sales tax and use tax. We received back from Raleigh. They were not allowing us to. They're not allowing to start the collection on July 1st. They said they'd rather have it October 1st, and because our original resolution had July 1st as a date, we had to readdress that with the new date in there that the Department of Revenue will allow. We had budget amendments that were approved. Budget amendments is just housekeeping, a lot of housekeeping in there, and then from there we went to the assistance policy, procurement and disbursement policy for urgent repair program for 2018. Now that's a lot of words, but we have many groups, and we started this again this year, working on the substandard housing and the housing in our community. And this this was presented to us to help the policy for approving. It was approved for our county. You know, we have some individuals and groups in our community, and they've met several times this year, who are coming together, who each work on housing, but what they're doing differently, and which we applaud them for, is that they're coming together and how to leverage their resources together to better help a citizen or a group or a home. And so we were happy to approve that. We did have a political sign policy last night. We updated our policy to be clear on what size signs could be on county property, on the safety of our citizens, on how close to the roadway. You know, people drive sedans. If the sign are sitting there, you can't look left or right without seeing the oncoming traffic. For that, we're asking that the signs not be putting on the fences in our community. At the county administration office, which is also known as county annex, there's a fence that goes all the way down. We ask not to put signs there, mainly because we share that fence with the church next door, out of respect to them. And tents. We received some comments from the citizens last election that we had on the primary, that in the county administration, county annex office, there were people that had these little pop tents up, and they were taking about 2.5 spaces for these tents, and of course that was limiting the space for the people who were coming for business to the county office, but more importantly, our voters didn't have a place to park, and we had to make, stand out there and say hello. You can't block them, but you can't block people coming in, but say hello if you like, but we need to be considerate to the voters, because there is limited parking in that area. So the political sign policy was presented and it was approved, and then we adjourned, and that was, in a nutshell, that was our meeting, but it lasted probably 2.5 hours, so I'm giving you real clip notes. We do post our meetings online, and it's available for you to, if you didn't see it, we do stream it, but you can also review the stream again, and it should probably go up around 10 o'clock today.
Now, there is one of those little small housing communities that is in Spindale, on the lower end of Spindale Street. What is it that the county commissioners is discussing about this small housing and people living in like campers and trailers and whatever? What is this?
What's the purpose of it?
Yeah, what's the purpose of it?
Sort of like the mobile home. This is part of the mobile home ordinance.
Mm-hmm.
Just see that you have the proper permits for the sewer, building permits, make sure it's in a safe environment and following NC's laws. So it's an extension of the current ordinance. But you want to make sure that your sewer and water is right, and that you're permitted properly for your electricity and such, because it's not an RV that's temporarily, it's one that's being used as a permanent residence. So, but it is online. If people are concerned or like to review it, it's actually a modification of a current ordinance to include what some people are using as their homes. And I'm not certain of which one in Spindale you're talking about, but I'm certain that since it's in the city of Spindale, that we're only each town, each city, and a county is an island of their own, so we don't have jurisdiction over a city.
I think with the popularity of all of these tiny shows, tiny house living, we're going to see a lot of these little pop-up houses coming up. The safety of them, I'm sure that would be an issue, making sure that they're safe.
Right.
That'd be something. Some of them kind of scare me looking at them.
But pretty much most of them are. But if you don't have the ordinance in place now, and you find one that's not, then you don't have any teeth to enforce, making sure that you have the proper water hookups or proper sewer hookups or proper electricity, proper egress. So this is kind of looking forward to avoid a potential issue. But it is available. We'll be voting on it probably next meeting.
Okay. We appreciate you coming in.
Well,
and we'll
thank you.
In next month. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day, and congratulations on the FM.
Oh, thank you very much. That's something that we're really looking forward to, and hopefully, like you said, a lot of folks have trouble during the evening when our signal has to go down due to the FCC regulations that will be up and going way before election time, so the November election. So we'll have the FM. And a lot of folks, like you said, it's hard to find it. Some folks don't have the AM radio around.
So I do have a question though for you. Whenever there's a new business or a grand opening, Jim Bishop's there broadcasting that. So how is he going to broadcast and cut the ribbon for the new FM station at the same time?
He'd probably stick me to doing it.
Well, again, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
There are plenty of drugstores in our area, but not all of them show the personal service that is offered at the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton. Laura Hodge and her team understand your need for prompt and accurate service with minimal wait times. The Medicine Box offers synchronization. This allows you to get all your meds filled at the same time, avoiding extra trips to the drugstore. And ask Laura about dose packaging, a free service offered by the Medicine Box. This ensures you take the right meds, the right dose, at the right time each day. That's the Medicine Box of Rutherfordton on Charlotte Road in the Napa Building.
Have you heard the 3 big lies about Medicaid eligibility? First, if you need a nursing home, Medicaid will take your house. That's not true. Second, if you transfer assets, you have to wait 60 months to qualify. That's not true. And third, if you're already in a nursing home, it's too late to protect your assets. That's not true. Please call attorneys Gerald N. Willis, Kent Baldwin, or Martin Gerard at the Arledge Law Firm for a free consultation and learn the truth about Medicaid and eligibility and nursing home care in North Carolina. It's more likely than you think that you may qualify and not lose everything you own. Call the Arledge Law Firm today at 287-3338, located on East Court Street in Rutherfordton. Again, that's 287-3338.
Did you know that over 90% of male enhancement pills are virtually the same thing that's repackaged, redone over and over again? Why settle for the same old product when you can get something completely different? Something that takes male enhancement into the 21st century. Something that really works. Men, you need to try Noxitril, the explosive, all-natural male enhancement formula that will unlock your performance in the bedroom to a level you could only dream of. Try to imagine Viagra on steroids. Noxitril is so powerful, that's why it took years for it to finally become available to the public without a prescription. So call now and take advantage of our special Noxitril free bottle offer today. Oh yeah, we recommend that you use the Noxitril dose as directed. Think of your partner. We certainly don't want you to overperform in the bedroom.
Call now and find out how to get a free bottle of Noxitril while supplies last. Call 800-480-5926. That's 800-480-5926. Free bottles for a limited time. Call 800-480-5926. That's 800-480-5926.
Reason number 12 why you should own a ThermoSpa's hot tub? They require no attachment to your home's plumbing. Thanks to the ThermoSpa's unique built-in thermofiltration system that filters the water an incredible 144 times a day, you simply fill it with a garden hose and your water stays crystal clear with very little maintenance.
Call to receive your free DVD videos and brochure and find out how you can own a ThermoSpa's hot tub for only a few dollars a day. Right now, they're offering 0% APR financing with approved credit and a $1,250 savings coupon, including free delivery, free chemicals, and a cash discount. And with models starting at $4,995, there will never be a better time to own a ThermoSpa's hot tub. So call now and ask about this limited time offer. Call ThermoSpa's today at 800-956-7179 for your free DVD videos and brochure. That's 800-956-7179. ThermoSpa's, hot tubs designed to improve your life. Call 800-956-7179 today to take advantage of 0% APR financing.
While a former McDowell Library employee faces multiple embezzlement offenses after allegedly pocketing over $21,000 in a 4-year period, authorities said yesterday. Detective Paul Akir of the McDowell County Sheriff's Office charged Martha Jane Berryhill, age 69, of 526 Berry Hill Farm Road in Nebo, with 5 counts of embezzlement. Now, Berryhill, an employee since January 2006, worked as the accounts payable clerk and adult programs coordinator at the McDowell County Public Library and was responsible for depositing cash from both the Marion and Old Fort branches. Library administrators found discrepancies in the deposits and notified the sheriff's office. It is believed that Berryhill took $21,499.64 between January the 1st, 2014 and March 29th, 2018. According to the McDowell County Human Resources Director, Maria Presswood, Berryhill's salary was $26,922. She was terminated from her position on April the 24th. Berryhill received a written promise to appear in court. The Marion man charged in the death of a 20-month-year-old girl in 2012 was found guilty in the McDowell County Superior Court on Friday. Christopher Michael Edwards, 33, of Marion, was convicted on one count each of first-degree murder in perpetration of a felony and felonious child abuse inflicting serious bodily injury. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole. On October the 30th, 2012, Edwards was babysitting 20-month-year-old Lily Ann Kerr, the daughter of his then living girlfriend, Caitlin Kerr. Later that night, after Caitlin had returned home, the child was having seizure-like symptoms and was taken to McDowell Hospital, then transported to Mission Hospital Pediatric Intensive Care Unit. According to medical examiners, Lily had suffered severe head trauma while in the care of Edwards. Lily was pronounced dead on the morning of November the 1st, but had shown signs of resuscitation and was put on life support. She was removed from life support and passed away on November the 2nd, 2012. Edward was charged by the Marion Police Department initially with felony child abuse and later first-degree murder following the child's death. Since 2012, he has been in custody awaiting trial. Well, police are searching for a driver who hit a pedestrian on a busy Charlotte road late yesterday. A man was hospitalized with life-threatening injuries after a white pickup truck hit him in the 8500 block of Idlewild Road, police said. The driver did not stop. Idlewild Road is southeast of uptown Charlotte. Idlewild was shut down in both directions, police said, at 10:20 p.m. Well, fast food workers at a local restaurant were shocked by the presence of a celebrity customer on last Wednesday. Former President Jimmy Carter popped by the Kings Mountain McDonald's at 725 York Road with wife Rosalind. That was confirmed by employees. A photo posted to Facebook by McDonald's worker Rebecca Lamb was shared more than 600 times on social network. She said he ordered an egg biscuit and a senior black coffee. The Democrat, who occupied the White House from 77 to 81, was on his way to Washington, D.C. when he stopped by the Cleveland County hamburger shop. Secret Service agents cased out the restaurant before the former first couple entered. Carter paid with a $5 bill, then chatted briefly with employees before taking his order to go. Lamb, 26, said she knew Carter was the 39th president, but was not aware she was in the presence of the former commander-in-chief until another store employee recognized him. Lamb said this is the second time a celebrity has visited the Kings Mountain Eatery. The singer R. Kelly stopped by on his way to Atlanta. Carter still lives in his native Georgia. The 93-year-old still teaches Sunday school at Plains Georgia Church. Well, Dallas police say a 47-year-old woman has told detectives she shot and killed her husband because he had been beating the family cat. Authorities say Mary Harrison has been arrested and jailed on a murder charge in the slaying of her 49-year-old husband, Dexter Harrison. She is being held on a $100,000 bond. Mary Harrison told authorities that the shooting on Saturday occurred during an argument. Dexter Harrison was taken to a hospital where he later died. In a statement on Sunday, Dallas police say Harrison told officers that her husband had been beating the cat. Neighbors say the family cat recently went missing. Mary Harrison had posted signs about it disappearing, and the pet eventually returned. Well, a little girl was hurt when a car drove into the front of a Dollar General store last Wednesday afternoon. The incident happened at around 4:30 at the business at 217 North Main Street, Boiling Springs. Now, by 5 p.m., customers who were in the store at the time were still milling about while first responders assessed the damage. According to law enforcement at the scene, the woman driving the SUV turned into the parking lot, lost control, hit the gas pedal instead of the brake. The little girl was in the store at the time when the silver SUV plowed through the front door. She was transported to Carolina's healthcare system in Cleveland with non-life-threatening injuries. Investigators said multiple people were in the store at the time, but no one was injured. Officers are still investigating. No charges still have not been found. At around 5:30, a group was brought in to assess the damage to the store and remove the vehicle that lodged itself just to the right of the cash register. And again, want to remind you that the Rutherford County Sheriff's Office is requesting the public's assistance in locating a missing juvenile. Summer Elaine Pace, 16, is missing from her home in Rutherford County. She was last seen at around 6:30 on Sunday. Now, Pace is about 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighs 180 pounds, has long dark hair, was last seen wearing black leggings and a blue and white striped shirt. She may be in a 2003 silver Ford Focus that has a child's car seat in it. The car also has a dent on the rear passenger side, and the license plate number is ELH 9498. The Rutherford County Sheriff's Office is asking anyone with any information about Pace or the car to contact Detective Adrian Wallace at 828-286-2911. Well, going to church, finishing up this morning, going to church can pay off more ways than one. An Inman woman played the lottery on her way to church on Sunday and won $1 million in the South Carolina Education Lottery. That was announced on Monday. It's a miracle, the woman told lottery officials when she scratched her winning scratch-off. Lottery spokeswoman Holly Armstrong said the woman declined to let her identity be shared. The winner told ticket officials that her ticket was the last $10 Extreme Million scratch-off in the store display, and it was also the last $1 million top prize available in that game. She had a 1 in 1.6 million chance of winning that, according to the lottery officials. For selling the ticket, Circle K store on Asheville Highway in Inman will receive a commission of $10,000. So congratulations to her, heading to church, buying a lottery ticket, scratching off, and winning $1 million. I wonder if she went on to church. I don't know. Well, a Spartanburg woman sustained non-life-threatening injuries when she was shot once in the leg on Monday afternoon, police said. At around 2:30 Monday, Spartanburg police responded to a shooting on Rice Street, according to a statement from the department. The call was reported to 911 dispatchers as a gunshot wound to the neck, but when police arrived, they found the woman with a single wound to her leg. EMS took the woman to Spartanburg Regional. The statement said, police said the shooting appears to have been accidental, but an investigation is ongoing. When Billy Holvert, a relative of the woman who was shot, arrived at the scene, he feared the worst. As an officer told him it looked like his loved one was going to be all right, Holvert broke into tears, and the officer put his arm around his shoulder from the side of the crime scene tape. He said, "These are tears of joy," Holvert said as he walked away from the scene. "There is no danger to the public," the statement from the police department. It's time to join NCNN News already in progress.
Chance the judge will revoke bail, or at least, if he compromises, change the conditions under which he remains free.
The cleanup continues in mountain counties of North Carolina after last week's flooding from Alberto caused flooding and mudslides. Roads and bridges were damaged, including one in Mitchell County that Doris Carpenter and her family depend on to get out of their neighborhood. She tells WLOS News they are trapped.
We got a handicapped nephew that can't even walk. We could come through here, across the bridge, and all the way to our home in a car before this damage. U.S.-backed Kurdish fighters are pulling out of a key town in Syria to help repair U.S.-Turkish relations. CBS News correspondent Cammie McCormick has more.
The Kurdish group known as YPG is pulling out of Manbij, saying its job has been completed there. The U.S. and Turkey had just finalized an agreement